Yes, what's good, man? My name's Jking. I'm a visual artist from West London. I've always enjoyed drawing, always, and I was always encouraged to draw as a kid, innit? So it's kind of something that I always wanted to do. I used to collect Beano comics and watch Simpsons back to back. So yeah, man, I always had a little, just a love for it. So I always wanted to get into it. And yeah, man, a couple of years later, lucky enough I'm able to do it for a living. So I do crossovers, and I just literally get two things I like, smash them together, try find the common story, and then kind of challenge myself to see how many of them I can do. So one of the latest ones I've done, UK movies, mashed with computer games. So there's a Kid Hood and Mario one, Sonic Top Boy, Mega Man Bullet Boy, and a couple others. Growing up, yeah, I used to watch Simpsons back to back. I had videotapes and VHSs that show my age in it. Yeah. It's a big inspiration of mine, isn't it? Like from the drawings even down to the humour. And I came up with the idea to do a crossover series combining the Simpson characters with UK urban hip hop, grime, garage, R&B albums and mixtapes. So I think the first one I did was Home Sweet Homer, which was Homer Simpson on a Kano cover, followed by Barton Corner, and I ended up doing about 25 of them. They kind of got around, and then that kind of led to them being, reaching the attention of the guys at The Simpsons. And also, I did a Walking Dead Simpson crossover piece as well, a series, I was heavily into The Walking Dead, where I recreated Walking Dead scenes with Simpson characters. And then that ended up on the desk of some of the guys at The Walking Dead. So two Simpson projects I did got some dope attention. I've got a wall full of motivational quotes, inspiring quotes, lyrics, things that I've heard along the way that kind of touched me in a way. My more recent pieces have been a bit more conceptual and a bit more personal, so they've definitely been inspired by that wall. Other pieces come from banter, humour. I guess with the political stuff, just responded in the way I know how, which is to draw. So I've done pieces on police brutality, Brexit, Donald Trump. As an artist, I think either you avoid it or you kind of get involved. And if you do get involved, don't just get involved because it's a trending topic. So if you're talking about, for example, the Grenfell issue, let's not just be people that do something, draw a picture because it's trending and current to get that attention, and then not speak about it, think about it, do anything about it before or after that. Because I think that's a bad trap to get into, because you're really messing with, these are things that really affect people, even though for us it might just be politics and we're sitting behind a desk and commenting on it. Once you've made your comments, they go out into the world, innit? And for me, as an artist, I'd want to have some integrity and be able to stand by some of the things that I've mentioned, said, touched on, or done a piece about. It's something that I've always kind of come across, especially in a professional environment, when people want to describe you or describe a black person, and they try and avoid saying the word black. So they might be oh yeah, I saw a guy outside, he was quite cool, hip, street, and you're bro, these words aren't describing a person's colour, it's describing their behaviour, but we associate a behaviour with a colour, which don't really make sense. I've had people refer to me as a gangster, and I'm bro, I draw pictures, I don't know what's gangster about that. Once you go full time and you're your own manager, you're your own co-workers, your own CEO, bloody head of the company, whatever, all of that rolled into one person, you need a lot of discipline. And if you don't have that, then you're just gonna crumble. So you need to, I think, like, you need to be really, really honest with yourself. And think, like, if this is really something you want to do, and if you're prepared for the journey, man, and for like the rejection, loads of rejection, then you've got to be ready to take that and use that to spur yourself on to do better.